Hey guys, this is the super high school level reviewer here. For a character so well loved, she's really bad. And I ain't talking about her personality alone. Gasai is incredibly annoying. Her character can be described in a few simple words. Yuki, I'm so crazy. She has no personality outside of being obsessed with Yuki and being really inconsistent. She is scared at a horror place, but constantly never flinches when killing people. She's also really unlikable in so many aspects. She pushes Yuki away from his friends, even tying him up and locking him up once, and nearly killing his friends for bullshit reasons. And yet, even after all of that, Yuki still trusted her over his friends. Holy sh! Gasai basically has no redeeming qualities. And that's surprising coming from me, when I'm a guy who usually tries to see the best in characters. Is basically entirely reliant on Yuki. Her design is not really too great. It's good kind of stylistically with like the art style, but I mean, there's tons more pink-haired anime girls in anime. There's other yanderes that are way better than her, have more character, and are more likable than her in pretty much every way. Like Mion Sonozaki from Higurashi. Even looking at it, there's way more badass female characters who aren't relying on a one sole character trait. There's Casca from Berserk, Kagura from Gintama, Morjana from Nagi, and so much more. Even if we're looking at this from just straight attraction, an abundance of shows that revolve entirely around women trying to be sexy. So there's little need for Gasai to really stand out, but surprisingly she does. Even if you just Google yandere, you're bound to see a picture of her, which honestly kind of disgusts me in a way. That this thing, this terrible character and creature, is the face of yandere characters. And for all those people that are probably going to white knight I have to say, why? So basically, for those who don't know, or for those who just kind of stumbled upon this for no reason or whatever. By the way, kind of minor spoilers here. I mean, it's nothing too big, but I mean, yeah. So basically what happens is, his parents kind of like, hold it! Lock her in a cage or whatever. And basically what happened, at some point she locks them in a cage and she basically leaves them to die or whatever, which is honestly just like, why? First of all, you're telling me you couldn't just contact anyone? I mean, I understand she's a kid and stuff, but like, you couldn't just talk to anyone or whatever. Or even then, even after like, they end up being, even after like, ends up caging her parents, you think she could have like contacted the police, or you think anyone would have noticed like, hey, whose parents of that girl like mysteriously disappeared? Someone would have noticed that these people went missing. Like you're telling me that no one noticed this? You can say she's being mentally ill, but even Shinji Ikari and other mentally ill characters have some comprehension and understanding of human life, and I understand that you may get pissed at Shinji Ikari, you may call him a pussy or whatever, but like, if someone locked up his dad and stuff, at least he'd fucking call the police or something. Like, god damn, man. As for the other characters, it's like group of diary users aren't interesting at all either. Most of them have shallow, unoriginal backstories that are just super edgy. Oh, look, a baby kills people. Oh my god, OMG, so scary. Oh, look, this baby somehow got, like, this Texas gas thing in the mail. Never mind the fact that the mailman probably knew what was in the envelope. Or, never mind the fact that this little kid had, like, no idea that he'd be going to this house. Or the fact that he somehow ordered this shit. Like what the fuck, man? Just logic. Please, logic. All of those diary users basically don't develop either, but the most interesting one is the ninth, or Miname Uryu, however you pronounce that. I'm sorry if I butchered that. But I mean, even she has her stupid moments. Let's just wait for the main characters to escape and blow up like one classroom at a time. Like what were you thinking? Wouldn't it just be easier to blow up the entire school at once? And you can't say that she only wanted to kill these two in particular. She didn't give a fuck about whoever was in that fucking school. You're trying to kill these people. But there's also Yukiteru's group of friends. To name Yukiteru's friends, there's the retarded bully character who kind of becomes a friend later and still isn't as important as any of the other characters. So basically he's Kuwabara, except way less memorable. There's this girl who has big tits and stuff, but she basically loses every single ounce of a character after the arc she's in. There's the lesbian, kind of. I mean, she doesn't really do much, so yeah, she's there. And then there's Budget Kaoru, who kind of had a twist later in the series, but also kind of didn't, because it was really dumb, and then... Hold it! Yeah, he was kind of only there to die and give Yuki a very vague message, and then be there for Yaoi. But unlike the real Shinji and Kaoru, these two have as much chemistry as pudding and pickles. The friends also kind of play a kind of big role later in the series, like helping out Yuki in almost every instance, and like aforementioned, saving his life and risking their lives for saving him from Yunogasai. But I mean, Yuki blindly is just like, hey, I'm gonna believe this girl who literally fed me shit for a week over my friends and just fucking kills them all. So like, yeah, I mean, there's that. Overall, the characters in the story are really the worst things about the show. If there's two things I can say that are kind of decent, is the music, which even I'll admit, the second opening and even parts of the first opening are still pretty good, and the animation, which is pretty alright. I mean, it's not fucking Hunter x Hunter, but I mean, it's pretty decent for the most part, but in general, the thing that mostly killed it for me was the story, the characters, and just pretty much everything about it. However, if you'd enjoyed this anime in any way, please don't take my video too seriously. I mean, I'll definitely state my opinion that I did not like the show, but if you got something out of it, that's cool too. I'm just simply stating my opinion, and if you like any of the characters, if you could get past all of the bullshit, that's cool. I mean, but I personally did not like this show. And if I had to give it a score, it'd probably be like 2 out of 10 or so. 2, decapitated Kaoru heads out of 10. But, in all seriousness, this is the Super High School Level Reviewer signing off for now.